In today's video, I want to talk about eating healthy and how can you eat healthy and also save money. A lot of healthy food seems to be expensive, but I've come up with an idea of how we can eat really healthy, or at least one thing we can eat that's healthy that's very inexpensive. But now it might be a little gross. Stick around. We're going to talk about it. If you're new to this channel, welcome. I hope you will like and subscribe. This channel does videos about different topics, and I hope it's things that you'll enjoy and encourage you. Subscribing to a YouTube channel is free. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when the next video is published. Now to today's video. Well, my husband loves to fish. He goes fishing and he'll take this igloo bag with him full of snacks. Now, usually when I go with him, I don't like the snacks he brings, so I tend to bring my own snacks. But the other day, I opened the bag. He hasn't been fishing in a while, but I opened the bag just to see what snacks were still in there. And I came across several cans of sardines. Well, I wasn't surprised at all to find the sardines. My husband loves sardines. He takes them on almost every fishing trip. Well, I've been married for many years. My husband loves to fish. Now, he goes fishing very often without me, but on the occasion I did go with him fishing, he would usually have sardines and offer me some. He would just open the can and eat those sardines just right out of the can, maybe have some saltine crackers with them, but they didn't seem very appetizing to me, and so I never tried the sardines. It just so happened that very week I saw an article in Men's Health magazine about sardines and how healthy they are. The article said that just a 3-ounce can of sardines has 20 grams of protein, has a lot of calcium, and a lot of vitamin D. It also said that it's a great source of omega-3 fatty acids. The article also said that sardines do not have a lot of mercury in them, so it might be a safer, healthier option over, say, canned tuna. The article went on to say that omega-3 fatty acids are important in the fight against Alzheimer's. Now, I'm sure that's not proven, but I thought it was very interesting. Well, I thought it just had to be fate that I found these cans of sardines, and I'd read that article about how healthy sardines are. I wondered to myself, I wonder if sardines are expensive. Knowing my husband, who doesn't mind spending money, I figured sardines were probably expensive. But I was so shocked when I went shopping for myself for sardines just to see how much they cost. I was so surprised that sardines were only $1 a can. Now, I was at a Dollar General, but only $1 a can? What a bargain! Well, now that I knew they were healthy and they're cheap, I was hooked. I was determined to find a recipe where I could use these sardines to make a delicious, healthy meal or snack with these sardines. Well, the first thing I did was just ask Siri, "Hey Siri, give me some good sardine recipes." Well, Siri came through. She gave me several recipes using sardines. I also went to Pinterest and started looking for sardine recipes. Well, there's all sorts of sardine recipes on Pinterest. Well, my first attempt at eating sardines and making this delicious recipe was to take out my cast iron skillet. Now, if you haven't seen my video about cast iron skillets and how you cook in them, check that one out. I will leave it in the description below. But I chopped up some bell pepper and some onion, and I sauteed that in olive oil in that black skillet. Most of the recipes suggest that if your sardines are packed in soybean oil, to remove them from the can and throw away the soybean oil. I also worried about the bones in the sardines, but everything I read said not to worry, that sardine bones are not at all unsafe or dangerous to consume. It actually said that the sardine bones are full of vital nutrients, including calcium and other minerals. But you know, they just seem gross. So I went ahead and removed that little spine or that little backbone. And you can see here in the picture, it was really simple to remove it. But as I said, the recipes all said it's fine to keep the bones if you wanted to. They're not unsafe to eat. Well, I sauteed my bell peppers and my little bit of onions in that cast iron skillet in some olive oil. I added salt and pepper and then crumbled up the sardines. Now, I did remove the sardines from the soybean oil. I did remove the spine and then crumbled them in the skillet. They were already cooked, so basically I was just warming them up with the bell pepper and the onion. The dish was absolutely delicious. Now, I was eating alone, and this was just an experiment, so I didn't make rice or anything, but wouldn't this have been delicious over rice? Well, just for fun, I decided to splurge and go back to the store and buy some of those sardines that were packed in olive oil and said boneless and skinless. Well, while I was out shopping, I picked up a lime, an avocado, a loaf of bread, and a box of spring mix. I got home, I was so hungry, and I decided to make a sandwich. I opened the can of sardines, took 2 of the large sardines, put them on my bread. I did add a little Hellmann's mayonnaise to one side of the bread, a slice of avocado, some of the spring mix, and then I squeezed a little lime juice over the sardines. I added salt and pepper, and voila! I had the most delicious sandwich. I promise you guys, this is a delicious sandwich. Very inexpensive, and I think healthy. I think I now like sardines. Now, I have to admit, the sardines that were packed in the olive oil, that were boneless and skinless, I prefer. But they are twice as expensive. You know, they were $2 a can, where the ones with the skin and the bones on them were only $1 a can. I say sardines are pretty good. They're cheap and they're healthy. I also think sardines would be great chopped up in your favorite pasta sauce to add that healthy omega-3s and that protein and that calcium. They would also be great just crumbled up on a salad. Well, thanks a lot, y'all, for watching today's video. I hope this has encouraged you to eat healthy on a budget. Until next time, bye.